Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Rise with Wealth Warriors. If you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay. Let us know where you're all coming from. I want you guys engaging in this live. I want you guys to be here to celebrate our win this week, along with our team's win, I guess you could say. But big thing happening this week, me and Daniel. I don't know if you guys caught it the other night, but we actually opened up our 2cc $1 million award. So finally got it, guys. We finally freaking got it. So we just wanted to celebrate with you guys and show you guys how you can achieve the same type of results. It's just a matter of finding the right offer that solves the right problem with the right audience. Those three things, right?
Regardless if you are working with us or if you are maybe on the fence or if you are in other people's program, doesn't matter, okay? This kind of weekly live podcast is for me and Nate, try to help everybody out, okay? So Nate, show us the award.
Yeah, guys, so let's just freaking do it. So here it is, guys. We wanted to give a huge thank you to everybody who supported us along the way, right? This is your membership into the 2 Comma Club for earning over $1 million with the ClickFunnels software. Nathan Bokers and Daniel Cho. You know what? After looking at your award and my award, I think it would have been better just to have your name on top. It looks cleaner with your name on top.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't
I
matter.
don't know. It looks cleaner with your name on top. I just like yours. I like yours.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's freaking dope, guys. $1 million through the ClickFunnels software. Absolutely insane. And we did this by selling our own coaching offer, basically, right? But we've also promoted other offers on the back end that got us this as well, right? So it's freaking. I'm loving this, guys. This industry is absolutely life-changing.
Nate, let's say if I'm a complete beginner, right? Then making $1 million online through one website is amazing. It's something I cannot comprehend. Okay, but I want it because I know that's life-changing for my family. So if I'm a complete beginner, what will be the most efficient steps you will recommend for me to take in order to get to that $1 million one day?
First, you want to start building your brand. You want to start building your brand and start by leveraging already successful products, right? That's literally what me and Daniel started with. We started promoting Jonathan Montoya's products, right? When we first started, it started off with a low ticket product, right? That eventually upscaled people into a higher ticket program. That's how you guys actually start getting results, is by leveraging something that's already proven to work, already in the marketplace, and it solves a big problem for people, right? Yep. Leveraging that, you use that and you go all in with it. Use it to build your brand, build your name, promote that product like it's the holy grail, and build your brand, right? Start collecting those testimonies as you get your clients' results and stuff like that, right? And then after you've hit your first 6 figures online promoting somebody else's stuff, now you have the authority to create your own product, right? To create whatever you want, right? And now you can start selling that on whatever, right? Like we use ClickFunnels to sell our EIE coaching program in 2022 and 2023, right? And that's how we got that award, was selling our own offer, right? Yep. But we didn't start that way. We started by leveraging an already proven product that wasn't ours. It was somebody else's, Jonathan Montoya's, right? And we just promoted that and leveraged that until we hit our first 6 figures online. And that's what, after we hit our first 6 figures, we had already built that brand. We built that authority. We have students' testimonies, right? Now it's time to scale with our own products. Then what you need to do is do proper market research, okay? Proper market research is what will help you figure out the problem that you're going to solve for people in the marketplace. When you have when you have a solution that solves a problem, the money just flows in. Why? Because it's solving a problem for people that they're struggling with, and they're willing to pay to get that problem fixed.
Oh, so Nate, I have another question for you. That sounds good, okay? But let's say this is also, I believe, this is the one of the big questions from the audience. So let's say I start promoting other people's offer, right? Affiliate marketing, digital marketing, doesn't matter. I leverage one already successful product, right? People are already buying it. But that product also, I see there are thousands or maybe tens of thousands of people are selling it, right? And me, I'm beginner. I have nothing. And when I see the program I'm in, usually it's the top guy, are the top guys who are making those commissions. So how can I even compete with those people? I believe you have the same thought when you first got started.
I
And you,
didn't compete with them. I went in the mindset as if they can get to where they are at right now, why the hell can't I? They're nobody special. All they did was put in the damn work, right? A lot of people look at like me and you now that we're got our $1 million award, but they look at that as something impossible, right? A lot of people, like even me, when I would have first started, I would have thought $1 million award in 4 years. Oh yeah, that I would never have thought that's completely impossible. So I didn't look at those people who are doing better than me as competition. I more or less used them as my motivation, right?
mm-hmm,
I want to be where they're at, right? So
mm-hmm.
what do? We invest in those people who are where they're at, where we want to be, right? It's literally what it was, right? So, and it's literally about pretty much following everything that your mentor or person you're looking up to, literally following everything he does and copy it. Don't copy it, but model it, right? Model it. Make your own tweaks to it. Build your content just like they are, right? Me and Daniel, like literally, we've modeled our way pretty much to the top, just copying what Jonathan Montoya is doing, Dan Henry's doing, what Richard Yu's doing, what some of these big time marketers in the industry are doing. We're following exactly what they're doing. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. When you try to reinvent the wheel, you're gonna get overwhelmed. You're not gonna make sales because you're overwhelmed, right? When you follow a proven process, that overwhelmness comes down and you can actually focus on making money, right?
Let's say, tell us, okay, exactly what you did to make your first low ticket sale, and what did you do to make your very first high ticket sale?
When I was a complete beginner, like most of us, I was promoting legendary marketer. But for me, honestly, I can't even tell you the honest truth how I made that first sale. Well, I can. Like, I was creating content and I was talking about the offer itself, right? I didn't have no clue what I was doing back then. So I'm not gonna say I knew what I was doing, because I absolutely didn't, right?
Yeah,
But the very first sale I made was from my very first viral TikTok that went off, right? February 4th. I just showed you yesterday. February 5th was the first time I got my first commission from Legendary. I was showing you that yesterday.
yeah.
February 5th, I got my first commission. But February 4th, I had all my teeth yanked out. February 4th, 2021. And then when I got out of that surgery, I don't even remember creating a video, but I made a TikTok video and it went viral overnight, like 50, 60,000 views overnight, right? I think a video went to like 180,000 views in a matter of days, right?
Yeah.
I was laying in bed at 11:30 at night, still sore, freaking doped right up, checked my phone, and boom, that email came in. You just got a commission of $2.80. The whole
Nice.
neighborhood heard me. I woke the kids up. I freaked out my wife, right? It was probably the biggest thing for me, because that was proof that the process works, right?
Oh,
$2.80 commission, couldn't even buy a coffee with it, right? But that $2.80 was confirmation that you can actually make money online. And I was just wait. As soon as I seen that commission, the hunger and the drive that built up inside of me went all in, right? I was working 12, 15-hour days. I didn't have time to sit on my business and work for 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 hours a day. I was lucky to put in an hour a day on my business because I was working so much, right? I was working 15-hour days, hauling logs off highway, right? So I'd get up earlier in the morning, and like an hour earlier in the morning, and go to bed an hour later, right? That was the only time I could work on my business. The odd time during the day, I'd make videos of me in the truck and stuff like that. But most of the time, I didn't have time to even record a video, right? Because if those wheels aren't turning, I ain't making money, right? So it's just the way it was, right? So I didn't have lots of time to start with my business, right? But what got me that first sale was consistency. It was 8 days after launching my business. I started January 15th, 2021. I launched my funnel on January 25th or 26th, right? 8 days later, I made that that low ticket sale. 5 weeks later, I got my first high ticket sale of $1,350.
Oh,
When that came in, holy crap, dude. The hunger that filled up inside of me. And when I showed my wife, she was like, what? She was just as shocked as I was.
what? Somebody just pay you $1,300 on the internet?
Single freaking sale online. And she was just blown away. She's like, there's no way. She's like, I'm not even going to believe that until it hits your bank account.
Right? You made your very first sale relatively quickly. Okay. Of course, there are people out there have crazier results, but I consider you got your results relatively quickly. Okay. Number one, you are super consistent. Number two, you are very resourceful. Okay. So besides that, you mentioned that you posting content every single day using only limited time after you get off the work. Did you do anything else? Like replying to comments, talking to people, or you just focusing on publishing content initially?
Oh no, I was in everything, right? Not only was I like just creating TikToks and stuff, but I was like in every Facebook group. I was supporting everybody who else was winning, right? I was supporting the communities, right? My TikToks, even to this day, you'll never see an unanswered comment that's on my content. I'm always replying to comments. I'm even going back 2 weeks and making sure that TikTok didn't miss a comment that I missed. Go through my comments. Oh, there's a comment somebody mentioned that I didn't get the notification for. Boom, I still reply back to them, even if it was a week ago.
Which is super important. I agree. Okay. But a lot of people, they don't put enough emphasis on it. You are maybe the only one that I mastered this part, okay, in the industry. Just because, let me just tell you guys, yesterday, okay, Nate, we have a team, okay, we have VA, right? And Nate, him personally replied, how many? 102 comments yesterday, something like that. Yeah. Over 100 comments. Don't forget, Nate already made multiple seven figures, but he still replied to everybody's comment as much. For him, it's every comment, okay? Why replying comment is so important, and why there are so many people overlook the importance of replying people's comments. Because you see some people get some results, then they slack off, right? They hands off. So sometimes you see there are creators, they got loads of comments, but not any one of them are replied. Let me ask you this, okay? So for people, okay, people who are, the people who are not consistently doing their business, right? That's the big problem. They have to at least get consistent. But for people who are consistently doing content, replying comments every single day, but they still struggle, okay? What advice would you give to them?
Definitely see what's going on with your business. If you're bringing in leads and they're not converting, most likely it either has to do with you're not providing enough value and information about that product itself, and you're not showing the transformation that product can do for them, right? What problem is your product solving, right? What problem is your product solving, right? That's a big one, right? A lot of people coming into this industry and they promote the product. This product, DWA, UBC, Legacy, right? Legendary, right? This product, blah, 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 blah. They talk about the product instead of talking about the transformation that the product can do for them, right? Yeah. Like me and you, we barely talk about pop, but we talk about what pop can do for people, right? We're that hands-on coaching program that helps people learn real skills, right? So they can promote anything that they want, right? We're not talking about, pop has 180 videos, pop has this, pop has that, pop has this. No, we talk about what pop can do for people and how it can change their situation, right?
I want to see, where do you see your audience interest is? From us, I can tell you, people buy transformation. They want the end results, okay? They want to have a solution. If they can push a button, then their pains go away. Then they have that dream outcome with them immediately, okay? Nobody wants to buy product. Everybody wants to get that transformation. Once you know what your audience is really looking for, then that's what you need to talk about. When you can articulate what pains your offer can help them avoid, what dream outcome that your offer can help them achieve faster, easier, right? Like Russell Brunson say this in the past. You don't need to have a large audience. All you need to do is to have 100 loyal following. When I say loyal following, it means that they trust you so much. Whatever offer you put out, they just buy. If you can have 100 people like that in your audience, then you don't need to worry about money for the rest of your life. Okay.
But anyways, guys, I gotta go driving that crap to go get a massage. So I'll catch y'all later. Hope you all have an amazing day. We'll see you guys next week on Rise with Wealth Warriors.
All right. Cheers.